Hey everyone, welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Stormfly from How to Train Your Dragon. We're going to get started in the middle of our page with the large horn. So we're going to start on the left side and just dip down towards the bottom and then back up towards the right. From here we're going to curve up towards a point at the top. So let's start on the left side, curving up and then in, and we'll pull this down towards the right side. Let's draw some wrinkles around this horn. So from the corner we're going to step up and just curve down. We do that on both sides. And in the middle, just below here, we're going to draw a little curve going upwards. Now that we have the horn in the middle, let's draw in the eyes on the side. So we're going to draw a curve from the upper part of the eye down towards the inside. So on the left side, we're going to curve in and pull that down to right about there. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So we're going to line up the top, curving in and then down. From these points, we're going to curve out and then back in towards the center. So let's start on the left side. We're going to curve the eye out and then pull that in. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Curving out and then pulling that in. On the inside edge of the eyes, we're going to draw in a large pupil. So starting on the upper part, we're going to curve around and then down. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now let's draw a little circle at the top left for a highlight. I'm just going to push this up against the side of the pupil. Now let's color the pupils in black, working our way around the highlight. Let's step down in the middle here and draw in a point. This will be the front tip of the mouth. We're going to curve up and out towards the left, just underneath the eye. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to curve down with a hard turn coming down the side of the mouth. Let's connect the bottoms of the mouth with a curve towards the bottom of the chin, starting on the left. And we'll make our way over towards the right side. Now right between the eyes, right up here, we're going to draw the nostrils. So starting on the left side, we're going to curve up and out, round out the end, and then pull that back in. We're going to color that in black. Let's do the same thing on the right side, starting from the inside, curving over towards the eye, rounding it out, and then pulling that in. We'll color the nostril in black. Now we're just going to draw a little wrinkle above the nose. So stepping over, just curve over the nostril, and then pull that down. Same thing on the right side. Now just along the top edge of the mouth, we're going to draw in some large fangs. Starting on the left corner right here, we're going to curve around, and pull that up, and then we'll hook that back down in behind the mouth. We'll start, and we'll do another smaller one, curving up and then down, and then one final smaller fang in the inside. Let's do the same thing on the right, starting from the outside. We'll curve up, and we're going to hook that back down. Draw a medium-sized one, and one final small one right on the side, and we'll hook that back in. Now just below the eyes, I want to draw a little bit of an eye bag. So at the bottom here, we're just going to curve down and then in. Do the same thing on the right, curving down and then in. We're going to step up and just curve in towards that point in the mouth, in behind the fang. Do that on both sides. Let's move back up to the top and draw the top of the head. So for the top corners of the eyes, we just want to draw a curve for the top of the head in behind the horn. So we'll start on the left, curve up and then in. We'll continue on the right side. Now we're going to surround the head with a series of spikes. So we're going to start on the left side, just beside the tip of the horn. We'll step over, curving up. And we're going to curve in the opposite direction down towards the head. Let's do one on the right side. So we're going to step over, curving up. Pull that back. We're just going to continue this around the head. So we step over, leave a gap, curving up, back down. And then going back from left to right just helps us balance out the drawing as we go. Back to the left side. Now we're going to have to draw a couple in behind the eyes. So we step back down a little bit further. We're going to go outwards, towards the left. Pull that back in, go to the right side, Now we're going to aim ones coming down a little bit. So we're going to step down, curving it down, pulling that back up. Same on the right side. Okay, so now that we've got the head, let's work our way down the body. We're going to start with the side of the neck coming down towards the legs. So we're going to leave a gap in the middle on the left side, and curve down and then out. On the right, we're going to curve down and then out. I'm going to round out the side of the leg and just pull that inwards. So on the left side, we're going to continue going out and then just round it out towards the knee. Do the same thing on the right side, curving around and then just pulling that in. Right in the middle here, we're going to step up and draw on the belly. So from this point, we'll step up, we'll scoop down, and then pull that back up on the right side. I'm going to add a little belly patch. On the side of the neck on the left, we're going to curve out, come down towards the bottom, touching the bottom line, curve back up on the right side. Now let's move back down here. We're going to draw on the inside part of the leg. So stepping over just below the belly, we'll curve down and in. On the right, we'll do the same thing. Now we're going to go to the left side and start drawing in these claws. So from this point, I'm just going to go up and hook it down. From this point, this will be the tip of the first claw. We're going to go up and then just pull that back. We're going to step up at that point, curving across again. We're going to go up and then pull that back in behind that first claw. We'll do that one more time. Stepping up, curving across, going up, and then in behind. At the top of the third claw, we're just going to curve and pull this in behind the thigh. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Start from the heel, we'll curve around and then down. We've got this little gap here. So we go up and then down towards the tip of the claw. We'll step up, curve over. And you can see that little gap up here. We'll work our way from left to right, stepping up. And then drawing another curve for the top of the claw. Now from the top of this third claw, we're going to curve up and in behind the knee. Let's move back up and draw on the wing. So I'm going to start in the shoulder area right beside the neck here. I'm going to draw a curve going up and out towards the left. Do the same thing on the right side. We're going to draw a little socket for the little claw. Draw a little curve going around on both sides. Now I'm going to hook the claw going over. So from this point, I'm just going to hook over towards the left. I'm going to take that point and curve down towards the left side. Do the same thing on the right. Curving over towards the right. And we'll hook that back down. So draw on the outside of the wing. So from this point on the socket, we'll curve it down and over towards the left. Do the same thing on the right, curving down and over towards the right. We're going to draw the inside frame of the wing. So from here, I'm just going to taper up towards the bottom of the socket. Up like that. I'm just going to follow along back in behind the body, just below that line. Let's do the same thing on the right. For the tip, we're just going to taper out just below the socket, and we'll curve this back in behind the body. Now we're just going to add those little separations in the wing. So from this top point, I'm going to curve down, so it's got a little bit of a bend. From here, I'm going to aim it towards the thigh with another curve coming in like that. I'm going to connect these points with a series of curves. Starting from the outside, curve up, and then down. The second one. Now the third one, I just want to tuck this in behind the body. So I'm just going to go up and in behind. Let's do the same thing over here. From the top, curve it down. Now this second one is going to curve in towards the body. Again, we're going to connect these points with a curve. And then we'll pull this back up in behind the upper part of the body. The final step, I'm just going to add the tail on the side here. So we're going to start on the inside edge of the leg. We're going to curve down in behind the right leg. This curve is going to continue up on the right side. Now I'm going to taper this back in behind the leg. Going back towards the right. We'll add a few spikes on the side. So along the top, I'm just going to draw like an upside down V. Stepping over, draw a smaller one. We'll do the same thing at the bottom. Draw a V, and a smaller V on the side. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Stormfly from How to Train Your Dragon. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send us your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.